my favorite song. Keep it on repeat, please don't let it fade. Just say you want. I follow every sound. Just say you want. I won't let you down. So we can dance through the night. Keep it tight, you're my melody. No, we don't need to think twice. It's alright, you're my melody.
So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to your channel, Brighter Life Institute. I am Alicia. I want to talk to you today about emotional, immature parents that parentified their children. Parentified children are little kids or teenagers, but they are children that the parents have turned to be parents, to parents themselves, the child, or sometimes to parents and be adult, to be parent to the parents, the mom and dad. Have you ever felt like your mom and dad are simply immature? They are not responsible people, and they bring in you a lot of concern. You worry when you see that your parents are not waking up in the morning to try to find a job, or dressing up to take care of themselves, taking care of you and your sibling, or do what is they need to do as an adult, as a mom and dad, to carry their duty. Have you had the feeling for a very long time that your parents cannot manage their own life? They're making poor decisions. They don't have any saving. They seem to spend all the money out as soon as they get it. They cannot make any money. They cannot find a job. They are not even trying to. And they live in a world, and they live in a fantasized world where they're going to do it big one day, and they are doing so great, even better than everybody else. But you know the reality is they're not going anywhere. They're not trying. You're really concerned about them. You're getting stressed thinking about their situation. You see that the bill has not been paid. You see that there are some letter that came in that they did not open. You see that they have no saving whatsoever to put on the side for their pension. You wonder and stress yourself out to think what is going to happen to mom and dad, because you see in now that they are really irresponsible people. It is very difficult for many children out there, and when I talk about children here, you can I'm talking also about adult people that can be 20, 30, 40, 60 years old already. But it's difficult for anybody that have a parents to associate the label of immaturity to parents, because we expect a parents that have children, because the children is the one is immature in a society. Parents should be the one that people that are responsible. It is really difficult to associate this word immature with the parents. Some of us had the situation that our parents keep making bad decisions regarding money. And since child, you hear your parents fighting about money. So you became very stressed and careful about your money, to the point that certain people in your life now have reported that you're a bit stingy. And if we look a bit where this stinginess is coming from in you, you see that it's related to these things that your parents was constantly talking openly in front of the children, and even fighting openly in front of the children to hear. There is money problem in the relationship. There is money concern and worry in the house between the parents. There is blame, who is making the money, who is not making any at all, and not taking any responsibility. Children that were parentified by their parents, meaning those children are really the adult in the house, not the parents. The parents are not the adult. They are the irresponsible, the immature, the teenager, and you can go on bringing more labels. So that child that was parentified, now as an adult, they are getting stressed out thinking about their parents' situation. Mom and dad is getting old and they are not responsible with money. How they're going to do? Is this going to fall on my back? Let's be real, guys. Those of us that have parents that are very immature have thought about this day and night, worry sick about this day and night, because in deep down we care about our parents. We want them to love us, but there are certain parents that have not done their job. They left the family, they abandoned this duty, they didn't do their part. This is why you were an adult child before your time. You are parentified by your parents because they were not really doing their parents' duty. They were really irresponsible. So now, as an adult, you again are still holding the title of parents in the relationship with your parents. You are now the person again that is worrying how they're gonna care for themselves when they're gonna get old. Your parents, they don't seem to care about that. They spend left and right not doing anything, not reading a book, not studying, not trying to have a decent lifestyle, have a better home, going to the gym, taking care, look good. No, they are not doing any of that. And you are trapped. You're trapped in this bubble of to be constantly the adult for the adult that should have cared for you. You are trapped in that bubble to be the adult, the parents to your parents. And you are trapped there because your mom and dad are irresponsible. I recently had my mother contacted me and I wanted to pay traveling to my mom. But I told her, Mom, I see first how things going for me, and despite she doesn't really deserve it, I was like, I know this will make her happy and I would like to do something for her. About her waiting my response, she started to make up some story, saying that some kind of neighbor would have gave her some money, and we're talking about 800 to 900 euro. Most of the ticket, are not in that price where my mother planned to go. And she said she bought the ticket now, the date is planned, and I need to pay back this woman. And when my mother informed me of this, she didn't call me. For a fact, each time that I try to call her just to know how she's doing and talking about myself and trying to get some support, she will not take my call. She now will just send me a message, say, pay the ticket. This is the cost. And when I say clearly, and I said some boundaries like, listen, you tell me that you don't have money, but you telling me some story, a fabricated story that somebody gave you some money for some ticket. This is not my problem. I have other priorities. Believe it or not, my mother will totally ignore what I said and then send me an invoice with a stamp on it and say, this is the invoice to be paid. Like she is behaving like she's entitled, like she's the state, like she's police or the government. The queen have requested that I pay. She literally came like that to me. Not a hello, no how are you. It's like, there, this is the invoice and it has to be paid and you need to pay it. So once again, I tell my mother, I cannot be responsible for continuing to take care of your bad decision. I need to take care of myself, and I don't need to pay to have a mother. I don't need to keep relationship with people that making me feel like they don't care about me and they're just taking advantage of me. Well, she didn't stop there. She then tell me and remind me, don't forget, I'm your mother. I'm not going to go to the details how this went after, because I think some of you that had this situation with your mother and your father know what I mean. I left my parents long time ago, and I first was trying to fix things to be good, but for many years I saw what kind of people they are. They really don't care about me, and so by distancing myself from them, I started to care about myself and stop trying to get validation and love and understanding and support from people that have a high gain and the gain of control and making you feel small and make themselves feel above there, to not get along with me, to not give me the push, the support that a parent should give. You can see in this example I gave about my mother, not only she's showing a very narcissist behavior, a behavior of somebody that has zero respect for you, openly showing you that yes, I'm using you and I feel the right to do so. That's really important to understand. And yes, I'm your mother, so you have to pay the bill. Apparently. Please do not make a mistake to go pay it, please. Lose the relationship, but don't pay it. Go buy yourself a nice thing for you, but don't do this. This is really a very clear example that your parents, your mother, your dad is immature totally. They're behaving like teenager that you have to do things for, and it's clearly they have made you the parents for them. They have made you responsible of them. Some parents, when you start to tell them and play your role of parents they wanted you to take, and you start to advise them, they start to tell you like, and remind you, do you know I'm your mother? I'm your father? Who are you to tell me? Like you are the child. So you are the child when it suits them. But they applauded when you're little, when you're taking care of your own self, making your own food, doing your own homework about no help, nobody asking you anything, taking care of your sibling, when they did not even do that. They applauded you like, look at him, he's so responsible, he's so mature, you know. It suited them that you have took the responsibility, their duty to care and to do things and to be a parents out of their hand. And when that doesn't suit them, they remind you, I'm the mother, I'm the father, and you're just a child. Who are you to remind me, to talk to me, to advise me about my life? There is a time we really need to put a value on ourselves. Is this kind of people are deserving you? Think carefully. I know it's painful. It's painful to keep away from your mom and dad. But if this is what you're getting, immature people, emotionally unavailable, toxic behavior from parents that have not allowed you to be a child. You were not allowed to be a child. You had to grow up and be an adult. You behave and dress up like you are already 40 years old. And you are there stressing out how your parents are going to make it. You are there trying to become something. So when time comes to deal with these people, because you know they're getting old, they're not going to be able to make it, they don't have any saving to take care of themselves, you don't want to think that they're going to be in the street, that you are going to you will have to carry them on your back, and you're still you're still young, you have not made a life yet, you don't know by the time they're going to be really old if you're not going to have children of your own, a wife that you have to take care of. Maybe you also need help, but you know already, every time that you need help, you cannot rely on these people. They are so immature, they emotionally not there, and the worst is they don't care about you really. They have this title of mom and dad that they use when it suits them. When it suits them, they are mom and dad. When it doesn't suit them, they are nobody, and it's your problem. Think very carefully before you keep these kind of things in your life. The sad things with this is many of us that were parentified as a child, not only we lost our childhood, we never had a childhood. You may disagree and say, I had a childhood. Look closely. Did you ever allow yourself to just be silly? Do you remember allowing yourself to just be a child? Were you told by some people that you are so mature for your age? Are you offended when people say you're young? Because you're so used for people to say you're so mature for your age. You don't look 20. You don't look 25. You don't look 28. You're much mature than that. And you're used to that. But behind it, you never wonder there is something terribly wrong here in all of that. Especially when you're just 10 years old, 12 years old, and you're told, you're so mature for your age. Why are you so serious? Why can you not relax? And when you look at the other children just being a child and be silly, you feel a certain way about it. You feel uncomfortable that you don't have this. You don't have this carefree of a child to just be a child, and you never wonder where this comes from. You're uncomfortable to see other people relaxing and let go and just be silly. You're uncomfortable to see that, and you don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from that as a child, you were made to be a parent, an adult, and you never were allowed to be a child. You are really tough with yourself to not mess up because your parents are not responsible. They're immature. You are very judgmental toward you, and if you have one hair out of place, you are very hard to you because you forced yourself to become a parent, an adult when you were a child. Chances when you are in a partnership, in a relationship with somebody else, chances you may be very demanding about not realizing it. You may be very tough and critical to that person because that's the way you are with yourself, and you don't allow your partner to do certain things with themselves, to be silly, to be just carefree, because you didn't have that and you're not comfortable to let go. Nobody have teaching you to let go and just be free, just be yourself, just be a child. And the worst is, maybe you're a child and try to be a child carefree when you're a child, but your parents told you to stop being a child, stop being so immature, stop being so silly. You have to be serious when they are not serious. Ask yourself very carefully if this is the kind of people you want to continue to have in your life. Not because now you're growing up that they have changed. Do you see some change? Stop taking responsibility and liability for them. They need to take responsibility and liability for their own doing, and that's what it means to be an adult. As long you don't deal with this, well, you are stuck in this bubble. They are using you. They're using you to take care of your own self. To, when something happened to you, you need to sort it out. Your sister is misbehaving, your brother needs some help. Well, you need to sort it out because I'm busy right now. I'm not well. I have some problem. I have some stress. And you learn to take care of yourself. Not make a fuss. Not asking anything. Not complaining. And scanning around the environment to make sure that mom is okay. That dad is okay. Maybe I need to behave nice so dad can come back home. Mom seems like she doesn't have it together. She looks stressed out. I better not making any noise. I better take care of things. The house is a mess. Let me clean up. Let me do the stuff. So, at least if my friends come at home, the place look presentable. You had to do all of that, taking a role that you are not supposed to be taking taking responsibility where this responsibility was not due to you to do. All of that because you have uncaring, unresponsible, narcissist, borderline, and parents that is immature, that emotionally don't care, don't realize they are parents. They only using the label when it suits them. When it suits them, I'm a mom. When it suits them, I'm a dad. That is not okay. All of those things going to affect you as an adult in your own relationship, in your own family. Many children that were parentified sadly believe they are not going to make good parents, but actually they make very good parents because they were trained very early age to be parents. They were never a child. That's what is missing. Some of them become narcissists because narcissists have been prepared by the parents to show a certain image, like looking good, you wearing suit as a little boy, and you are always serious, and so on and so on. that suit the parents. The parents are taking, claim for it. They taking the applaud for it. Look how well behaved your children is. You're such a great mother. You're such a great dad. Look how your kids have turned out to be. When the reality, this success that you have has nothing to do with them whatsoever. But they're getting the reward for it. They're getting the applaud for it. Look how your daughter looks so good. Look where your son is working now. He's at the bank. He's doing so great and so on. And he's now a president or whatever. Oh, you're such a great mom. When all they did is just to clean up their hand of you, letting you take care of yourself and your sibling, and they could give it them. And now that you become somebody, they want to mix with you and claim the reward to have been such a great parents. This is really wrong in my view. For this, some of us need to learn to love ourselves, to know what we are worth. We are not deserving of such a people. Do not fear and doubt for 1 minute that you are not going to be a great dad or a great mom, because you are. You were trained for that. You are trained to be a very good parents, to be a very good partner. Yes, these things have messed you up, like messed all of us up, to select the wrong partner. But if you stick there, you will meet the right person for you. And you will see that you have all the tools, more capable than capable, to have a very happy life, because you're responsible. You're responsible before your time. Some kids out there had good parents and they needed to start to be responsible and whatever in life at age, some of them 18, some of them 25. But you started long ago. Never doubt that you can have a happy life and happy family life, especially that you are a great father, that you are a great mother, that you are a great husband, that you are a great wife, because you are. This whole thing that getting scared to not make it, to mess it up like your parents. You are not your parents. You come from them, but God is your real father. You are blessed. You're not a problem. And you need to accept that sometime in life we don't choose who is her mom and dad. Don't put everything towards you, that if this is happening is because of you. You need to learn to let go of to be a parents, and to realize that they need to owe their responsibility as an adult and as a parents. And now you need to kind of teach them and help them, if you love them, to be responsible adult in their own life. So guys, this is the video I wanted to make today regarding having emotionally irresponsible parents, and to have been parentified by the parents, to become adult and parents to the mom and dad that simply wash their hand of that responsibility and pick up the label when it suits them. I thank you today to watch your channel Brighter Life Institute. I am surely Alicia. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
You keep me on my feet. I'll move to the beat, my favorite song. Keep it on repeat. Please don't